Oh, do you think it's important to stay close to family, to live close to family? I mean, why, if yes, and why not, if no?
I mean, I don't see it being important because we all got cars, pretty much. I mean, if you could take time out and
Get it?
like say family events and stuff like that. As long as you keep in touch, I say that. But sometimes, man, sometimes it's hard to keep in touch because, like, I know growing up, we were very family oriented. Like, we did everything together. We always went around family, and now it's like
It's the opposite.
it's totally opposite.
Yep.
Once you get older, you see how hard it is to try to keep up with doing family stuff.
I agree.
Cause I mean,
I wouldn't say it's hard though. I wouldn't say it's hard because it just a timing for it. It's a timing for it also. Like you gotta see back then everybody's schedule wasn't as hectic as our schedules are now. So back then you had more free time. Well, I ain't gonna say you had more free time, but it was like back then families stayed close by each other anyway, so it was easy to everybody to get together and go do this, do that, do that. Now it's like one person stay here, one person stay way over there. They might got kids that's doing something this day. They got kids doing something this day. And it's hard trying to get everybody together at that one time. But see, when I was younger, I would say it was still about the same anyway because my side of the family, we didn't do nothing like get-togethers like y'all and y'all. We didn't do that stuff.
So you think it's hard to get?
I don't think it's hard. No, it's not hard. How is it hard?
I mean,
Easy.
everybody's
What y'all
schedule.
doing this day? Y'all not doing nothing. Let's plan something.
But it's hard to. I feel like it's hard to schedule because now that we got kids, you never know what pop up. Say a kid pop up sick, then we done scheduled for this day already. But once the kid pop up sick, we can't bring him over there sick. Or say I tell him, hey, I'm gonna be off, so yeah, we can do this, and then I get a call, hey, you gotta come to work, and hell, who knows, rent might be due that week. Hey, I need that extra money.
Go to work,
It just sometimes it'd be like complicated to work around out. Now that we older, we see how hard it is to work around the schedule. Cause back then we'd be like, our mama be like, well, we ain't gonna better go there cause I got this to do.
And mad as hell.
But now I be like, it be like that. Like I done had plenty of people like just tell me, hey man, we got this going on, and it be last minute.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah, I can't work around this schedule now.
Yeah.
Last minute, like.
Well, I say that is difficult working around people's schedule. That part is difficult.
Part.
That part is difficult. But as far as the planning and getting together, it's not difficult. That part I don't think is difficult.
I mean, like the planning ain't.
Planning is
hard.
easy.
It's
like
easy.
we got we got a group chat. We got a group chat. It's easy. Like we playing for the lake. Like we playing for the lake. It's like because them did for the lake now. It's not hard to plan. The hardest part, like I just said, is trying to make sure everybody's off that day.
Yeah.
Because if one person got to work, then that person left out. So do you still keep going with the plans, or do you say, oh no, I'm gonna reschedule because I gotta wait till this person get off, and then hell, you reschedule, then somebody else might have to go to work. So that part is the difficult part.
Only thing I say is when people do stuff, they gotta do it in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Do it like if you know that June you want to have a family reunion, you need to be planning that last. You should have planned that last year. Shit, don't wait till hell May.
I say at least 2 months in advance because people gotta take off. People still gotta take off.
And sometimes it be like, especially people with kids. Bro.
Yeah,
You gotta be like now we finna have a fresh baby.
Mm-hmm.
I can't just pop up and say, hey, look, June.
Nah, I don't expect to see you no more.
You know what I'm saying?
The next time I see Chris after the baby born, I expect Chris to be about 215, 220. What you already knocking on 2 right now.
I'm 2 now.
You gonna be about 215, 220. This gonna be full.
He gonna be on the game.
Nah, I doubt it. I doubt he gonna be on the game. Not that much. I doubt.
Holding the baby, pulling the D with.
Ooh, that boy got twins.
Yeah. Hey man, babies can be. They can be.
I already know. Now, but back to this question, because you should have a different view of this because your family are all together. So I think your view it wouldn't be the same as ours. If you basing it off of you now, I'm talking about as far as when you was little and based off of now.
I mean, when I was little, it wasn't. I mean, it was a good thing that we stayed close to each other because everybody went to one house. Like, if you wasn't at home, you was at the house. You was at this one person house. So yeah, we hung out.
I didn't have no. Oh, I didn't mean to cut you off. You can go.
I was done.
I never had that. I never had no house to go to where all family. Hell, my family is only my immediate family is only my brother, my sisters, my mom, and my granny. And then I got my granddaddy who's gone in Hawaii. But my immediate family is small. So it's like I don't have no uncles with kids. I don't have no auntie with kids to where all my cousins come together. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I never had that. I never had no house to go to. That's why I always was at your house or at Quaylen house around y'all because I didn't have that on my side.
Yeah, I was pretty damn big. So
I know. And yours is pretty big too.
We meet up at somebody's house.
Yeah. But see, that goes back to why I say it's not hard to plan because if you're trying to plan, first of all, a plan for everybody in the family is never gonna work. You're never gonna be able to get everybody in the family to go. But so say for instance, like we went to the lake. You went, Diamond showed up, everybody else didn't go. But at the same time, we could have, if you invite people, are you gonna be feeling some type of way if they don't show up? Or do you not invite and then they feel some type of way because you didn't invite them and they couldn't show up?
I guess I'm
so it's like
considerate of people's schedules. Like if somebody tell me, hey, they can't show up, I'm like, it is what it is. I mean, you can't make it. I can't make you make it. Mm-hmm. You know, I can't schedule your life for you. So if you tell me you can't make it, I'm just gonna take that. Hey,
I think it's good to always invite them because their schedule might get to where they can stop by.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I be moving 100 miles per hour.
And be forgetting.
I forget.
Yeah.
I totally forget to invite anybody.
In the tape.
By the time we get to doing it, I'm like, hey man.
Yeah, that I mean that shit is difficult.
And then when we do hang out, we hang out long enough to where they do have time to just stop by and show their face. Or like we was at the lake. We was at the lake all day.
Yeah,
we done been out there
like
3 times. We been out twice. Twice? No, we went 3. Me and you and the kids went. Then we went with Bacard and them, and then Chris and them. Yeah.
But when we went with Chris and them, we stayed
out there all day.
All day.
My skin's still healing from that day.
The thing of it is, that's something like I'm used to.
Yeah.
Like
see, I'm used to that. We used to do that when I was little. We did used to do that when I was little.
That was like a everyday normal thing for us.
Yeah.
Like we used to go out there fish and fry fish right there while we fishing.
Like we did. Like, I ain't gonna say no name. Somebody dropped the fish. It was Dame.
Hey,
I'm say it was Dame.
Hey, look. I'm gonna tell you this. He texted me soon. You did it. He said, "Oh, Brock done dropped the fish."
A little dirt won't hurt nobody.
Nah, but yeah, that's something like we used to like with the little tennis setup and stuff.
Yeah,
man, my Aunt Jean, mom, they kept that going. That's where we went. We went to their house. We always went to my Aunt Jean house or my Uncle John and Aunt Ann house and stuff like that. You know, we always went over there and kicked it and stuff. So that was something that I was used to doing. I'm glad that we did it because we really ain't been doing that. We ain't did that in a long time, you know. But we always try to get together and do stuff. Depends on who has, you know, like.
So I'm gonna ask you this: when you went to the lake not too long ago, did it bring back memories from when you was little?
Yeah, a bunch of them. Because that little net thing, boy, we used to.
But see, when I was little, we didn't have a net. We used to just hit the thing. I ain't never had a net.
Gene had the net. Like
we had the net.
Yeah, volleyball, but with that bird like thing, we just had that. We didn't have a net to hit it over.
We had the net.
I think we did have a net. I think we did have a net.
They probably didn't put it up for you.
Probably did, but I think we did have a net. Now that I think about it.
We tore it down, jumping in it. Man, coming up, man, we either finna be outside running, racing.
Yeah. No shoes, no socks.
Playing sandlot football, basketball. We doing something outside.
Throw up tackle.
It's like these kids nowadays. It's like they don't go outside enough
to
know what's outside.
Nah, I ain't even gonna blame the kids because
it's most of
the parents' fault. Because we ain't gonna let Ari and them go outside, even though they want to go outside. We do not let them go out there.
Themselves.
Exactly. See, but when we was little, we could go out there by ourselves. So are you saying our parents was irresponsible?
No, it's the world different.
Yeah.
Back then, like the rate of kids coming up missing and getting kidnapped.
I think it's still the same. I think it's still the same. It's just
Mm-mm.
I think
way high
I think
now,
it's still the same.
I
It's
think
just
it's worse.
nowadays everybody got social media, everybody got phones and being able to record
That's why the
it. But
percentage
also
high.
no, but what I'm saying also when we was younger, everybody who was around you was family.
Yeah.
So
But-
it's not like you was a only person in that area and nobody else around you was family around strangers.
That's
But-
true, but if they using the phones now to target people.
Yeah. And see, what I'm saying is, it's still the same, like you say, like it's still going on, like it was going on back then. But the percentage of it happening is way high now because of social
Mhm.
media and because of phones and stuff like that.
Okay, so with
That-
that, who
it-
fault is it?
It make
I ain't gonna say no. Let me backtrack.
It
Not
make
who
it-
fault. What will be from a parent standpoint? How do you try to prevent that from
it's
happening?
hard. It's hard
It is.
because social media is what they use to. It's easy for like I can Google your name right now and
Mhm.
it'll tell me exactly
Mhm.
where you stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Monitoring more of what your kids is doing because it's a lot of
Yeah.
parents now that don't even check your
Just-
phones, check your
yeah.
kids' social media, check who your kids talking to, what
Exactly.
they
My mama didn't do all that.
you didn't have. I mean, you
But-
had a
but
phone,
back
we
but
had social media too
but it's
back
not
then. Though.
how
Back
it
then,
is now.
Now, like it's
But-
it's
more-
worse.
But
You-
our parents probably was saying the same thing back then. Like it's worse when they was coming up with kids than it was when they parents when they was little. So every generation is gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah,
different.
yeah,
I'm not taking up for this generation now. I know it's fucked up,
Yeah.
and that's another topic for another day. But what I'm saying is, how can you prevent that? Even if you do checking the social media, how they gonna do it? Delete the shit, and then once they leave the house, then it's gonna come back on there.
Yeah, I mean,
So there's no way you can prevent it, especially by not looking at it on social
I
media.
mean, it's just hard. I mean, you basically got to teach your kids to be aware of their
Yeah.
surroundings, be aware of what they doing and stuff. Let them know how dangerous it really is out here. You know, because like
Turn right
even
down.
where we stay,
Yours.
we can't let the kids just go outside by
Turn right
themselves.
down a little bit. Mm-mm.
We can't let the kids just go outside by themselves, like, cause it's too much going on. You be done turn your head, and next thing you know, hey, that's why I always tell them, hey, look, stay where I can see you.
Mhm.
If
Yeah.
I'm in the house doing something, hey, I need to be able to look out that door and see where you at. Like, don't go over here, there, cause you know, back in the day, hell, I leave the house be
We gone.
Cross
Other
town.
side- Other side of Jefferson.
Ain't no telling where I'm at. Cross town, to walk here, there. But now, kid, I feel like it's worse than now. Like the predators and
Yeah.
stuff, they done got worse. It's way worse than what we dealt with growing up.
Yeah.
And then like another thing, like them tablets and stuff. You give a kid a tablet and stuff so much, it start to handicap them.
Yep.
Like to the point where they don't even know what's going on outside because
Mhm.
they so used to that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But it ain't the kid fault.
It
That's what I'm
ain't-
saying. It
it's
ain't
not-
the kid fault.
that's
It's
why-
the
me,
parent fault.
I'm the type, hey, put that tablet up.
Yeah. I think we the opposite.
Come-
No, I ain't gonna say we the opposite.
I tell them to
outside
put 'em
or
up,
something,
put it
you
up.
know,
Yeah.
like, cause when I was growing up, my uncle and them, they taught us how to fish. They taught us how to hunt. They taught us how to work on cars,
Mhm.
and we picked up the sports and stuff from playing outside.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Versus now, only thing their tablet, the TV.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I guess that's why now we play the game so much. Cause back then
We
we,
didn't
wasn't playing
have
the
it.
game like that.
We
We was
had it.
outside. You know?
We have it.
Now
Or
we
if we
done got-
did have it, you had to be
Yeah.
at the house with them to play it. It wasn't no online
Now
shit.
we done got older. We want to be inside.
I
so
feel like I got the time to do
yeah.
it.
You know what I'm saying? But I encourage parents to. It's okay to let your kid have that tablet because the tablet can teach them stuff too. You know, but at the same time, give them monitor it. Like give
Give them a certain time frame.
yeah.
Yeah.
Give them a certain
Get your
time
ass
frame.
outside.
Hey, look, you can be on that tablet for about 2-3 hours. Put it up, go outside or do something else. Find something else to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's where and see. That's just like at school now. Everything on here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They assign them Chromebooks at school.
Everything on there. So that's why I say it's not bad for them to have a tablet. Just the uses of it.
Mhm.
Like kids still like people don't even know like you still got to teach your kid how to survive outside.
Mhm.
Just what if all this go away?
I wouldn't
What
even
if
say
things
just
crash?
outside. I would just say by survival, period,
Period, yeah,
because
like,
they don't
what if-
teach you
what
none
if-
about that in school.
What if everything crashed? The money, the dollars, all that
Mhm.
crash. What they gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
The tablet ain't gonna help them live off the land or be able to grow
Mm-mm.
this and that. I mean, you can look on there and
Hell, I don't even know how to do all that.
you know. I mean, see this.
So you
stuff
saying I
like-
need to learn?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like real shit. Like that's something that you need to pick up on just in case. You see how bad it got during COVID.
Yeah.
Groceries and stuff were disappearing and stuff. Now we are at, and I ain't trying to be one of those woke people, but we all know that almost every 4 years something come around where they say it's gonna wipe us out.
Mm-hmm.
Now what if it really get to that point where you gotta be able to survive like they did back in the day?
Oh no, I know how to survive. I know how to
Like,
survive.
I'm talking
Yes,
about,
I
like,
can. I
growing
can.
your
Survive.
own plants.
I can survive. I
Yeah.
can survive.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I can. I can do
Basic
it.
skills like
Yeah.
that. See, this wasn't no for us back then. It wasn't no hobby. This was something we had to do.
Yeah.
Like my uncle told me, you stay at his house if you want to. When he catch fish, you better be out there digging your
Skin 'em.
hand in that bucket, getting ready to clean. Or if you don't, you won't
I
eat
said
in there.
skinny. I meant scaly.
But that's just something that they like. I encourage parents like get your ass up off the couch, go out there and interact with them for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just show them something.
Yeah.
And it don't take that. Shit, 10 minutes. It's like AJ pick up on a lot of stuff I do. I be out there working on a car. He finna come out there.
Yeah.
he coming to see. Like that's just because man, you never know what'll go on, especially the way the world going now.
Getting worse.
It's getting worse. What the other question is you got on there, Keisha?
Damn, he ready to move on already?
What
What you got in that coat?
It's the only coke I'm doing on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh Lord.
Nah, for real.
Boy, got that booger sugar.
Yeah, he got plenty of sugar in here, but it ain't for the book. Oh man.
Y'all ready? Do you think
Hold
it's
on, hold on. So the questions that we have been reading have been viewers. What would you say? Submitted by viewers,
Mhm.
and there actually are some good questions. So
Man, y'all keep sending them in. I mean, if you send them in, we're gonna answer, man. To
This
our
one is-
best ability.
this one is from probably one of our biggest fans already.
do you think it's necessary to update anybody about your kids? That's grandparents, your mom.
I want your point of view first. The woman side point of view first.
Me, no. Just because I feel like if I see you put in the effort to see my kids, to ask about my kids, then yeah, I'm gonna update you. But as far as like social media, I do put them on my social media sometimes, but it's not every move they make. I don't feel like the world should know how my kids is doing. Because if they was there with them or asking about them, they would know.
I agree with you, and I feel like I'm not gonna go out my way to make you know my child. I'm not going out my way for that. Like if you're a grandparent or you're anything, if you want to know about my child, I'm not stopping you from knowing about it. Like I'm not ask, but I'm not gonna go out my way and make them go see you or make what I'm saying. Like if you want them, if you really cared about them or wanted to see them or something, you'll reach out.
I'm not gonna make you know my child.
Exactly.
What? Didn't the question say it's about anybody?
Yeah,
Not
anybody.
okay, not just
Anybody.
okay.
Anybody.
Okay.
Like, I'm not going out my
I'm
way.
gonna let y'all answer first.
I'm not going out my way to make you know my child.
I guess I'm the
because,
bad guy.
I mean, I'm just like that's just me. Like I ain't gonna go out my way for it.
So
Y'all
yeah,
do?
yeah.
Okay. No,
We said no.
I know, but when the reason why I say no is basically kind of what y'all said. If you are someone that's close in my family,
Mm.
why am I updating you on my kids?
Mhm.
Especially if you're not staying different, like 4 or 5 states away.
Yeah.
If you in the same state within the same, same region
Vicinity,
that
yeah.
that I am in, why am I updating you?
Yeah.
There's nothing to update you about.
You
if you
reach
want,
out.
not even just reaching out. If you want, well, yeah, reach out is the main one because most people think, you don't have to just be providing something for the kids financially.
Mhm.
Financially, well, at least for me now, the age I am now. When I was younger, probably was different, but now it's like buying stuff. Okay, that's cool, but then every time the child see you, they're gonna be like, oh, well, I know this person gonna buy me this. This person gonna buy me that.
Mhm.
Man, all that stuff. The most important thing that you can give a kid, especially all our kids' age, is time.
Yeah.
And if you're not willing to put in the time, I'm damn sure not finna be willing to sit here and go down. Oh well, so and so did this yesterday and they had made this. Man, fuck all that. I'm not doing all that. If you wanted to know, you would have been there. You would ask. I'm not gonna tell you anything. Like I'm not even saying that we cool. I mean, like had a disagreement or anything. I'm just saying, like personally, if you know they're doing something, because first of all, these kids nowadays got phones.
Mhm.
So it's not like you don't have access to them. You can
To
call
reach
our
out.
phone. You can talk to them. So it's not like you don't have access. But if you think I'm going to be sitting here updating you on everything, taking a picture of these kids every
Mhm.
single day, sending it to you, let you know they first tooth fell. Well, I ain't gonna say first tooth, but let them know, like different things that they got going on in school or whatever. I'm not finna be doing all that. It's too
No.
much time. That's a full-time job.
Mhm.
I am not doing all that.
It ain't my job to do that.
It's not.
for you.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Right.
It's
I can see if.
and this,
it
and I'm
was-
talking about and I ain't even talking about just family.
I can
I'm talking
see
about for
it.
anybody who's
Yeah.
supposed to be considered a friend, or supposed to be thinking that they close to me,
Mhm.
or supposed to be close to me. If you're not close to my kids, then you ain't close to me.
Mhm.
That's how I look at it.
Mhm.
I'm at the age now to where my kids, if you don't know, if you can't acknowledge my kid, damn, let me get it out.
Get it
If you
out.
can't acknowledge my kids, then I don't see what's the point of even you consider yourself to be calling me a friend.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? Because like I ain't on that old shit no more. Like my kids is number one, first of all. So and then especially if I see you mistreating them
Oh,
or I hear about something mistreating, that's a totally different story.
That's a,
Totally different story. I don't play that
we
shit.
on a whole new level
And
then.
see, that's like, I can understand like if it's a parent and they sickly or something. And
Oh yeah,
they
that's
can't
different.
get
That's
around.
different. Yeah.
That's different, but you got good health. Your feet work and your hands. You better press that damn gas and steer that motherfucker. You want to come see him? I'm not. Hey, you ain't finna give me no. I don't even want your gas money for me to bring them to you. No, come to them.
It's kind of really no
Right.
excuse for not reaching out because social media,
Yeah.
where it goes back to social media, a lot of schools.
Yeah, you get on
A lot of
FaceTime.
schools
And I
have
like-
social media and where they
Yeah.
upload their things that
No,
they're
see,
doing.
like them situations, I ain't talking about that. I'm not talking about
I'm
that.
saying for a person like
Nah, I ain't talking about like I wasn't talking about like
But-
specific events. Like specific events, of course, I'm gonna reach out and let them know.
I'm saying like their accomplishments. The school that the kids go to, they
I mean, that all just depends on the person. To me, personally,
Like,
depends on your
sometimes-
relationship with that person if you want to reach out or not. Because I ain't that damn mean.
Yeah,
I ain't that mean.
Like sometimes I understand people life get busy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
People
expect
go-
them to be sitting there
people
knowing
be
about the
going
social
through
media all the
stuff like-
time.
People go through stuff that they don't tell nobody. So
Yeah.
sometimes people just want to be to themselves. They be off to a quiet zone. My thing is like you expecting me to reach out to you
Yeah.
and tell you about my child.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. Like I mean,
Keisha mean.
if you see it like if I post it on
Yeah,
social
we
media and you see it, and you hit me up and say, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna acknowledge that. But
Yeah.
as far as me calling you, hey, Cam did this today.
Yeah.
No,
You
I'm not gonna do
how,
that.
you said I mean how?
You said you ain't reaching out about a specific event on social media at the school.
No, what I was saying was like for the people who, want to interact with my kids, like the schools post certain events or certain things, accomplishments that the kids do.
You mean
It's easy to follow the page to see, like if my kid made the A. on the
okay?
road,
Now put
they
yourself in
have-
their situation though.
People make time for what they want to make time
I'm not
for.
finna be, but what if, man? That you do. You mean
Well, hey, hey.
Keisha mean.
People make
So you-
time for what they want to make time for.
So you saying
I'm not saying make every event,
okay? Got you. Tracking. I'm following.
but do you understand?
I understand what you're saying, but I just don't. I ain't. Am I like that? I don't think I'm like that.
I mean, I think you're a little worse than me.
Shit, just depends. Hey, I
mean,
ain't even gonna lie. No, I ain't. I'm not like that. I'm very calm. I'm a very calm
I put
person.
it like this.
I mean,
Till you push my buttons.
When it comes to my kids, I'm on
I'm
a
not
whole,
calm.
whole new level.
I put it like this, like I'm not gonna force nobody, go out of my way to make nobody be in my child's life.
I know. Like I
Yeah.
said earlier, I'm not gonna make my kid know you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I understand, like
But how far?
people get distance from, you know, we grown now, so we be like,
Okay,
you never know.
I ain't trying to cut you off, but I wanted to say this before I forgot. So you say you're not gonna make your. I agree with you, but I'm just thinking, trying to think from a viewer's perspective. But what if? So you feel like, and I'm talking to myself too when I ask this, but
Okay.
do we feel like that it is totally up to them to be in the kid's life, or do we have any play in the kids being into the other people's lives at all?
I mean, I'm gonna do my part,
What
but
is-
if I
what- that's
see
what
the
I'm saying.
effort, if I see you calling asking about my kid or some, I'm a do my part. I take that
That's
back.
why I said we should have
I
put
mean,
a category.
I take that
We should have
back.
put categories because
I
all of this
It's-
ain't about family.
it's
It's about
really-
anybody, but we
yeah.
generalizing all of it.
I take that
But-
back to where I said I'm not gonna make my kid know you because when we lived in another state,
That's
our
different.
kids wasn't around family,
Yeah.
so we had to FaceTime, and I showed them pictures of different people and let them so they'll know them when they see them. So I guess it just depends on the situation.
That's why I
So-
asked, because if, let's say, trying to think of an example, you got a family member that stays all the way in, we'll say, New York,
Hmm.
and that family member is a close family member though. So it's supposed to be a close family member.
They're in a different time zone.
Yeah. So is it up to them to still be the one to reach out to the kids?
Not 100%. No.
I feel like doing my part would be like if somebody in the family having an event, I'll show up with my kids.
Doing my part is letting them answer their damn phone
Yeah.
when you call.
Now, if we scheduling
Like-
scheduling FaceTime things at
Mm.
FaceTimes at certain times and you constantly missing the time, you're not showing no effort. So I'm not gonna keep making FaceTime meetings and you're not showing up.
It's like if we have a family reunion or something. If I go, I want to make sure my kids with me
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I know everybody, half the family gonna be here.
Yeah,
That's-
even if the
that's
kids
a
don't
point
know,
for
that's a feeling that once they get older,
Yeah.
they'll be able to look back and
like,
yeah,
oh,
I see,
I remember
see that.
you
Yeah.
from our family reunion and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's where I feel like you make an effort.
Yeah. Or you
Like-
so and so kid.
Like if you family and we be like, hey, we having a family reunion, and you know we are close family. If you don't show up, then
That's just on you then.
that's on you. We feel like you don't want to be a part of it. So if you don't show up, you just don't show up.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be instead of, hey man, why you didn't show up? Hey, the hell with it. You didn't show up for a reason. you must didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, say like, for instance, like we having family reunions, different events and stuff, and you don't never show up. You never bring your kids around. Then all of a sudden, you feel some type of way because your kids don't know nobody.
Oh man, if
That's
you
your fault.
you a dummy if you do that.
That's your fault.
You
'cause
keeping the kids away, but you
Exactly.
expect them to know. How the hell they gonna know?
Exactly. Like,
Yeah, that's a DA.
that's on you. That's on you. You could have been bringing these kids down here.
Yeah.
We done sent you every event.
what if you got
Ain't no
work?
way in hell you can't.
Nah, I
make
got
that
one for
What
you.
if you got work? What
Nah,
if you
I got
got
one.
work the days of the
Now you ain't working every event now. we done had 100 events. And you don't work every last one of them.
All right, I got one for you, for both of y'all. All right, same scenario, but what if you had an issue with that person, but they wanted to be in the kid's life? I ain't even gonna say be in the kid's life. Wanted to still communicate with the kid,
Well,
but you had an issue with that person.
it depends.
I'm gonna tell you right now, fuck no, no.
It depends on like what I consider you. and how bad the situation was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I say
yeah.
how bad
Like-
the situation is. Yeah, I
Like,
say that.
like me and you close.
Yeah.
If we have a disagreement, I'm not finna tell Cam, hey, don't hug on the
Yeah.
rock.
Hell, cause we gonna talk to that day anyway.
What?
Like,
What about?
Well, I do see that it do
Like-
depends because like if me and my siblings got into
yeah.
it, that's different.
That's
Because I'm
different.
not gonna stop
Yeah.
them from talking to them.
Now, if me and
I
my
ain't never
cousin-
done that. Don't even sit here and lie.
Now,
Don't
me
even
and my
sit here and
cousin
lie.
We need to
went
make
through
a phone
punches.
call.
Hey, don't
So
talk
you
to
sitting
them
here-
today. Wait
No,
till
not-
next week.
So
no,
you-
no, not just. I'm not saying.
Lie.
I'm not saying, but
Spill the beans, Mookie.
I'm
That
just
ain't
saying.
never happened.
So you ain't never said, we're not going over so and so house again.
What?
We're not going down there again, or y'all not going down there again. Quote unquote.
If I had an issue, I had an issue with the person,
Yeah.
then yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying.
it
That's what I
was
just
ju-
said.
it was
Depends
just
on
in
the
the
scenario.
moment.
No, it ain't just a moment. No, if you rubbing me the wrong way, there's no way in hell I'm gonna let my kids. I don't give a damn who you are. If I got an issue with you, you not finna be around my kids
Just
at all.
why
It
you
don't
got-
matter who it is.
Why you got the issue? Just why you got the
Shit,
issue?
it depends. Yeah, well, yeah. Well, no, it don't. It depends on the situation.
Yeah.
Depends on what happened,
Yeah.
and if
Depends on
whatever
how far
party
we
needs, whatever party needs to apologize, that party needs to be apologizing. And if I don't like that apology, I don't accept that apology because people apologize the way they want to. I can feel when the apology is sincere, just like they can feel when my apology is sincere. I'm not finna take no bullshit apology and think that all this shit is just over with. No,
Like,
Okay.
hell no. And I just be the one to have to say it.
yeah.
I don't know.
For me, it's like, what happened, how it happened, and how far did we go?
Yes. That's
You know
that
what
all.
I'm
That it's different
If
things
we
that
went
factor
to a
in. Keisha
point where-
lying on me. She
Look,
lied.
if we went to the point where we,
Tell me later.
if we went to the point where we cussing each other out, finna get physical.
Oh
we
no,
ain't
no.
finna go around.
I ain't even finna. I'm not even finna
Like,
do that. I'm not even finna do that.
If it get to the point where we
Nah.
gotta do that, then hell no.
No.
Are we talking about family members, or we just still
I'm
talking
talking
about
about-
everybody? Okay, because
The whole time
I'm not talking about family. I'm. Well, I ain't gonna say I ain't, but I'm saying
Well, I feel like
it's everybody
kids-
in one in this
Yeah.
topic. But
yes,
y'all don't take this the wrong way. We're not telling you go out there and cuss your mama out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me tell you do that.
We just talking. Don't yeah.
This
Because
is a-
I feel like this right here. As people being family, I don't want to make my kids not be close to my family just because
Yeah.
I got a problem with them. Because sometimes, I put it like say one of your cousins got kids, y'all into it, but the kids want to kick it. I'm
What
not finna-
age? What age? If it's the age they is now, no.
Like, I'm not. I ain't gonna tell them.
And you said
I
I'm
ain't gonna
mean.
tell them that they
Nah.
can't kick what they
I
can.
know I'm not mean. I'm not mean. I'm just playing right now. But I understand what Chris
I
talking
ain't
about.
gonna tell them that they can't go kick it with their cousins. I'm gonna be like, hey,
Nah, see, yeah, that's different. That's different.
you know,
That's why I said. That's why I was asking. That's why I wanted to put different categories because
Nah.
we can't be
Your
talking
cousin
about
can
a.
come over my house.
now,
Oh.
now, if it's a friend, now that's different. Fuck them kids.
Hey, for real.
Hey,
But nah, all jokes aside, I don't know if I know I am like that, but it take a lot for me to get that way. I take on so much shit back to
Yeah.
back to back. Once I hit my breaking point, it's like I explode.
over.
I explode. And then once I explode, I'm saying what I gotta say. Take it how you want to take it.
And
I
that's-
don't care how it is.
is.
Yes, it is what it is.
And see, I can. Honestly
I try to
say
be
that
respectful now, though.
Yeah,
I
can
try to be
honestly say
respectful
that
now.
I done got to that point where I can just let so much go to it. It don't break my peace. It don't break my peace until when you break my peace.
Shit, there's another side coming out.
Yeah, man. Hey, shit
So-
might get said and did. We would just get in the car. Let's go. We gotta get out from over here. Hey,
What if it's somebody that you keep having issues with? Like you have an issue with them, y'all hash it out. Have another issue with them, hash it out, and like it's just a.
Hey, look, I'm gonna put it like this. It depends on who the person is because I know some that, man, we know for a fact every time it's gonna be something go on, God. But sometimes it'd be like there's certain
Listen, you're
person
cool.
you could already expect it. You be like, this nigga for the trip out today. So it don't even be no issue to the point where I ain't gonna never fuck with him again.
Some people it's just normal.
It's normal. You be
Some
like,
people just normal.
you're like-
The shocking ones is what get you.
That's what gets you. The ones that we know, it be like, man, that's all the time.
All the time.
Nah, for real. Like she finna cut up. We already know that. Just don't even pay it no mind.
Just leave her alone. Let her talk.
Let her talk. Nah, for real. That's how I be able to tell people.